smoker! Sanji! Power Scout! Barrel! Jimowa Biftek! Tandoro, Clancy!
Ah, Sanji, the suave cook of the Straw Hat Pirates. But that's not all there is to him. He's just as famous for his fiery kicks as he is for his chivalrous heart. A true gentleman, Sanji treats women with the utmost respect and admiration, often going above and beyond to protect and serve them, sometimes quite literally, with a plate of delicious food. He's part of the Monster Trio, and I absolutely love this guy. So today, let's talk about the times Sanji flexed too hard. We know Sanji loves women, that's no secret. But here's the real question. What happens when someone makes a woman cry in front of him?
Ladyが俺を誰だ呼んでいる
You better believe it's game over for anyone who dares. This dude's radar for a woman's tears is on point. I swear, his observation haki is basically only active for women. It feels like he can feel a woman's heartache from miles away. You see, Dashigi found herself surrounded by Virgo and his underlings, completely hopeless. While she wanted Smoker to come and help her, our Sanji couldn't resist and had to jump in to save Dashigi in the coolest way possible. He's the only man who can be ultra simp and stylish at the same time. Everything is temporary. Sanji kicking the enemy most disrespectfully and smoking afterwards is permanent. Sanji's fight against Jabra is humiliating on so many levels, I swear. Sure, Jabra is the badass wolf with insane agility and a vicious fighting style, but Sanji's not to be underestimated either. He's got that one-track mind, a sense of style that can't be matched, and some of the best kicks in the game. You can't forget that, okay? When Jabra tries to go full wolf mode on him, Sanji whips out his signature Diable Jambe and makes this wolf guy feel the burn. I'm pretty sure that hurt a lot. He's not the guy you want to mess with, that's for sure. Also, this fight does an insanely admirable justice to the size of their battle stage. Let's talk about the time when Sanji was straight up destroying people in battle and not just fluttering hearts with his charm. So, according to Kurobi, Sanji's chances of surviving were 0. But Sanji, he wasn't just gonna stand there and take that. No, he wasn't having any of Kurobi's trash talk. In a flash, Sanji doesn't just talk back, he delivers one of his signature kicks. I respect Sanji a lot, not only for how cool he is, but for the fact that he didn't let the villain fire off his most powerful attack and just kick the frick out of him. That wasn't even a fight. This was a straight up ass whipping. If there were any doubts about Sanji being badass in the early days, this scene right here removed them rather decisively. This is one of the moments where the crew didn't let the villain complete their trash talk and just shut their mouth instantly. We really need to see more of this. Moving on, we have the moment when Sanji straight up cooked the Big Mom pirates with his Poele Afrire Spectre. So the Straw Hats had just handed over Caesar to the enemy, wrapped like a snowball, and things were looking pretty intense. Baron, Tamago, Picoms, and Capone gang are ready to crash the party and snatch Caesar back, but Sanji has other plans. With one swift move, Sanji kicked Caesar with his signature Poele a Frere Spectre kick and gave the Big Mom pirates their companion back, but not in a polite way. He blasted a massive hole right in the side of the enemy's ship. The whole thing shudders and the pirates are left reeling. Sanji always has a way of making himself appear cool. Always. Next up, we have a moment from the arc where Sanji was constantly spending his entirety to make Pudding blush. This time, Sanji turned into the ultimate hero and saved Chiffon from one of the most intense situations ever thanks to Oven. So Chiffon was in a pretty tight spot, trapped by the Big Mom pirates, and Oven was hot on her trail, looking to cause some serious harm. But did Sanji just stand by and let this slide? Not on your life. One well-placed kick and Oven's all but cooked, while Sanji makes sure Chiffon is safe and sound. It's all done so effortlessly too, with that trademark Sanji style. What made it even better was Pudding's reaction. She was all heart eyes at the sight of Sanji's move, and honestly, same. You can't help but admire the smooth, effortless way he handles these situations.
Hey, 毎度こちらクソレストラン。
パンチがな、キックコー
Now, this has to be the coolest Sanji moment during the first few arcs of the series.
Os. Matta.
So, while the crew were struggling to deal with this oversized threat, yes, a massive crocodile, Sanji, being the absolute boss that he is, steps up to the plate. And what does he do? He unleashes his signature anti-mana kick, and we're talking about a kick so powerful, it sends that alligator flying like a rag doll. The sheer force of it leaves you wondering if Sanji has got jets in those legs. That crocodile didn't know what hit it, and neither did anyone else. Do you know what's even better? Sanji manages to make these moments so legendary that everyone else on the team feels like side characters in comparison. Honestly, Sanji is a whole mood, from Mr. Prince to his insane strength, to his ability to save the crew with a kick and then drop a line that makes us all want to cheer. This is the peak of badasses.
場所を教えてくれるかい、プリンセス。
Have you ever had one of those moments in anime where a character just shows up, says nothing, and changes the entire vibe of the episode? That's exactly what happened. Sanji kicked Blueno and actually made him budge. Sanji, with a full power kick, almost broke Blueno's Dekai. Gaku sees Sanji put the fear of God into Blueno and goes, yes, spinning? That's my whole personality now. Like, bro, imagine Blueno's perspective. He's out here flexing Dekai like it's armor from Skyrim, only to get drop-kicked by Sanji and then manhandled by a walking coke machine. This moment marked the beginning of Sanji's glow-up. It showed how far he'd come and how ready he was to throw down to get Robin back. Honestly, the most underrated part, Blueno's face. Dude was stunned.
ある日とうとう逃げ場を失い、俺は空を飛んだのさ。スカイ。
Oh man. The moment Sanji busted out Skywalk in the most unexpected way. This happens during the Fishman Island arc, when the crew is facing off against Hody Jones and the new Fishman pirates, and things are getting really serious. And right when you think this guy is getting turned into mush by those spikes, he whips out his Skywalk. Man, that Skywalk is just the one-piece version of double jumping in real life. Sanji wanted to get away so badly that he learned to walk up. This kills me every time I watch it, and let's be real, Skywalk immediately became one of Sanji's most iconic moves. moves. It's not mysterious like observation haki. It's just pure style, mid-air kicks, and anime gravity doing its thing. No one asked him to be that cool. Sanji did it anyway.
ディアブルジャンプポワルはフレールスペクトルでも覗いたろうがほへ
Ah yes, Sanji versus Absalom, the ultimate you mess with the wrong simp showdown.
エクストラ発進
He was so angry that he used his left hand to fight. This fight happens during the Thriller Bark arc when Absalom pulls a creepy move by trying to get married to Nami. That too, when she's unconscious. Meanwhile, Sanji, the king of loving women respectfully, finds out and just snaps. Now, let's be honest, Sanji was already heated because Absalom had invisible powers, something Sanji had always dreamed of for totally innocent reasons. Yeah, you got that right, it's the ladies' bath. But to see this invisible clown misuse those powers for some next level perv nonsense? Nah, Sanji took that personally. He shows up at the wedding and humiliates Absalom most satisfyingly. Also, Sanji's will to fight against Absalom was fueled by jealousy. What's the moral of the story? Never make my dude jealous. He'll beat you in the most brutal way ever.
女湯いや野獣の花嫁は野獣で十分だ
Loving these moments of our love cook? Then don't forget to share your love by dropping a massive like and subscribing to the channel. Thanks. Ever seen a man who dresses so well he's not seen as an intruder? Well, Sanji's that man.
やっぱりそうなっちまうのか
In this specific scene, Sanji opens the door to the parlor where the CP9 agents are having a meeting, and he's walking casually like a total boss. At first, these men have no idea what they're looking at. They're carefully analyzing this man who exudes infinite aura. The silence was too loud, to be honest, and when they finally figure it out and try to confront him, they look like nothing but a bunch of kids in front of Sanji. Sanji doesn't even try hard to fend them off. His kicks do the job effortlessly. I absolutely love how Sanji turns into a spinner and lets the agents come to him before he could kick their asses. Sanji shows off his unmatched agility and raw power, practically dancing around them while kicking their butts into next week. At the end of it, you can't help but think this is why Sanji is the real hero of the Straw Hat crew.
いい作戦だと思ったんだがなバックレス通り大作戦そうすれば閉じ込められた素晴らしい風味は
Next up, we have Sanji flexing on Satori. Honestly, this dude has the best one-liners when he's about to deliver a finisher, and Satori experienced it firsthand. So when Satori tries to mess with Sanji with his creepy psychic powers, he couldn't care less. Sanji has no time for this nonsense. Sanji is too focused on his goal. He doesn't pay attention to Satori's psychic bullshit. He gets to the point and uses his powered konkasa. Now, that move is so powerful, it literally shatters Satori from inside out. Sanji's confidence never disappears for a moment during this fight, and it's hilarious how Satori's glasses shatter and his teeth fall out after that kick. Also, Sanji spun so hard that he turned into Sonic the Hedgehog.
Diaburu Jambu.
Oh, when Sanji saved Chopper from Queen, that was a straight up flex moment, and let me tell you, it was glorious.
Rotisserie! Strike!
Chopper, that poor soul, is getting absolutely destroyed by Queen, who loves playing dirty. Chopper's in a tough spot, and it looks like he's about to be done for. But wait, Sanji's here to save the day. He made an epic entrance and kicked Queen with what felt so personal. Now, Sanji wasn't without to handicap himself. He was carrying around an injured Zoro at that time. He'd been exhausted as well. The fact that Sanji could pull off something so epic while carrying Zoro on his back just add layers to the legend that is Sanji. He didn't only save Chopper, but also humiliate Queen in the process. Sanji truly made a fool out of Queen, and I mean, Queen received more than just a typical kick, and the Queen's dignity? Ruined. Sometimes Sanji feels like Kakashi because he might not be the strongest in the series, but he's still not afraid to face stronger opponents. Take the Dressrosa arc for example.
泣いて嫌がるうちの仲間に近寄んじゃねえよ。強そうなのが来たな。
The Straw Hats seemed to be in a bit of a pinch when Doffy came after them. Even Law was a little too slow to help the crew, but when Sanji showed up, we got some sort of hope. It wasn't exactly an intense battle, but Sanji did look like a hero to save the day. The best part, Doflamingo, the Warlord of the Sea, was genuinely taken aback by Sanji's power. Sanji held off the big bad villain long enough for Law to swoop in and save the crew. It wasn't a long fight, but man, it was intense. Sanji literally delivered that moment and brought the Straw Hats the time they needed to escape Greenbit. That's the real flex here. In a moment where things seem like they're about to hit rock bottom, Sanji doesn't just sit back. He stepped up, kicked ass, and even got Doflamingo to respect him for it. Classic Sanji, making a statement without even needing a full-on showdown. You see, for a long time, Sanji had been running away from his past and cutting ties with the Vinsmoke family, those cold, emotionless, genetically enhanced freaks who practically raised him to be a weapon. But when it came down to it, Sanji wasn't just going to stand by and let his family get obliterated. This is where his "I'm gonna be the hero" moment truly hit. Sanji saved them because he's the man Zeph raised. Zeph raised him to be the kind of man who'll help and save those in need. The best part is that Judge got a front row seat to watch Sanji prove himself the strongest of his family, despite being the one who kept his emotions and was exiled as a failure. He basically took all of Judge's scientific beliefs and torched them in front of the man. I'm pretty sure Sanji is the only son who can smoke in front of his father. And look how badass these guys look while doing so. Let's talk about the time when Sanji dodged Katakuri's attack.
だだ、受けられる。避けたか。
Remember the wedding chaos? We just can't ignore it. After Pudding decided to deviate from the script and her role during the wedding, Big Mom started losing it. She orders the priest to attack Sanji, and you're thinking Sanji might be done for. But according to Katakuri's foresight, he just dodged the attack, and when Katakuri tried to attack Sanji without him knowing, he dodged that as well. Everyone talks about Luffy's struggle against Katakuri's future, but Sanji basically dodged him like it was nothing. Even when Katakuri acknowledged the fact that Sanji is something else, people forget that while Luffy was struggling to master future sight and keep up with the massive power gap, Sanji just slipped through Katakuri's attacks effortlessly. Sanji's ability to outmaneuver Katakuri shows that this guy isn't just some side character. He's got his own insane set of skills that deserve way more credit than they get. Sanji's sacrifice against Enel was a heroic move that nobody saw coming. This dude took Enel's lightning just to let Nami and Usopp escape, and when he gets hit by devastating lightning, he makes his fans explode after saying, "Thanks, I needed a light." I mean, seriously, how cool is that? He's facing one of the most powerful attacks in the anime and taking it like a boss. That moment hits hard because it shows just how far Sanji is willing to go to protect his crew. He's ready to take one for the team without even blinking. And that line, "Get ready to cry," right before he takes down Enel, it was just epic. It's moments like this that remind us why we love him. He's the ultimate mix of tough and tender, all wrapped up in one kick-ass package.
悪いな。タバコの火欲しかったとこだ。
Oh, Sanji versus Page 1. Now that's a fight that had us all on the edge of our seats.
デュースおそばキック。
You see, Page 1 is no joke. He's a tough, hybrid Toby Roppo member who can take a beating and give it back as well. Initially, Sanji tries to keep it low-key. He tries hard to stay calm and cool. But when Page 1 keeps coming for him again and again, Sanji has to get serious. He pulls out his raid suit, the coolest of them all, and things aren't funny anymore. The raid suit amplifies Sanji's speed and power, giving him an extra boost of confidence and making him feel just like a superhero. Sanji's agility reaches crazy levels, making him a blur of kicks and lightning-fast movement. Page 1 tries to keep up, but Sanji's just too much for him at this point. The fight is intense, there's no holding back anymore. Sure, the fight may be easy for Sanji because of that raid suit, however, we mustn't also forget that the true essence behind the fight was Sanji's resolve and his heart.
そんなことは恐竜の時代から決まってるお前だったんだろうクイーンこの人間のクズがコリエ
Sanji's fight against Queen had us all yelling at the screen.
パワースコートジモアベフテクタンドロフランセクーボアルジャレ
It was that good. It was such an intense fight when it came out. We could feel it through our screens and it hyped us up so much. From the choreography to animation, this was the fight back then. Sanji was truly shining during this fight. And seriously, Ifrit Janbei was served justice. Can we also talk about the jazz remix and the background music? It went so well with the entire battle. Then there's the emotional weight of it all. Sanji's whole arc has been building up to this moment. His resolve, his growth, his inner conflict, it all came crashing together with that insane barrage of kicks. Did anyone else get chills when he saved that mouse? It honestly reminded us of the past when he was mistreated by his own family. In the end, Sanji stands as the winner, proving that Sanji has a heart of steel that's also soft. And with that, we wrap up this list of moments when Sanji flexed too hard. Considering how long the series is, we're sure that we may have missed some of your favourite flexes. Don't keep us hanging though, be sure to comment down below any moments or rankings that you think should have made this list. If you enjoyed this video, you might like watching Luffy flex too hard or when Zoro flexed too hard. Take your pick and see you next time.